Bedtime reading is supposed to be the cozy part of the day, but if your child just sits there while you read or shuts down the moment you ask them to try a word, it's stressful for both of you. It's not because they can't read, it's because we're asking them to do it the hard way. Asking your child to just try again isn't the answer. It's building a routine where your child can actually succeed. When you do that right, passive listening turns into active reading, and your kid starts asking for one more page. In my work supporting kids with reading, especially those who struggle or avoid it, it's one of the most common questions I get. How do I get my child to actually participate when we read together? Because what usually happens is you do all the reading and they do all the listening. And by the time you close the book, nothing has actually changed. So today I want to walk you through the routine I use at bedtime. The goal is simple: to get your child excited to be part of it. Step 1. Start small with sound awareness. The most common mistake I see is jumping straight to reading words. But if your child isn't fully comfortable with sounds yet, reading will always feel hard. So instead, start bedtime with just 2 to 3 minutes of sound play. Practice a couple of letter sounds, saying words and identifying beginning sounds, playing simple rhyming or blending games. Nothing formal, just small, consistent exposure. Because reading isn't just about recognizing words, it's about hearing and manipulating sounds. Once those sounds are solid, the words on the page will follow. Here's how you structure the reading so your child actually wants to do it. Step 2 is the 2-book strategy. One book your child reads and one you read to them. The first book is just a short decodable text. One simple book, just a few sentences, or even just a short passage. Something they can read with confidence. Then the second book is a high-interest book you read to them. This is the fun book, the one they love, even if it's way beyond what they can read on their own. The decodable text gives them the win. The fun book gives them the reason to come back. Most kids resist reading because it's all effort and no reward. This flips that dynamic. Let's say your child can read simple CVC words like cat, dog, and sit. So you give them a short decodable where those patterns show up and they breeze through it with confidence. Then you immediately follow it with their favorite story. Now, every time they sit down to read, they know it's going to feel good. If you're watching this and thinking, I'm not actually sure what my child can read yet, that's completely normal. Drop a comment below with your child's age and what they're currently struggling with, and I can point you in the right direction. Because knowing exactly what your child can read is what makes this work. And once you know that, here's how you bring this into bedtime. For step 3, pause and invite them in. Even when you're reading a fun book, you can still involve your child. But here's the key. Don't ask them to read the whole page. If you're reading "The black cat can run across the yard," you pause at the word cat and then let them sound it out. This does 3 important things. It keeps the story flowing, it builds confidence in real time, and it shows them that they can read real books. But the words you pause on matter. If you stop at something they're not ready for, you get the opposite: guessing, frustration, and shutdown. So only pause on patterns they already know. That's what keeps the momentum going and changes how your child sees themselves as a reader. So here's what I want you to take away from this. You don't need to force your child to read more. You just need to make reading feel doable, successful, and connected to something that they enjoy. Start small with sounds, use the 2-book strategy, and pause for words they can read, and let confidence build over time. That's how you turn bedtime into one of the most powerful reading moments of the day. If you want to know exactly which decodable books to use at home and how to choose the right ones for your child, click the video in the end screen, and I'll see you there.